Good afternoon everyone, it's Kay here. I've got my second project for Fernli Designs, courtesy of Lou Greenwood, who has a page on Facebook and a shop and a website well worth looking into, I have to say. As part of this guest DT position, I was sent this box, which is the bread bin box. It can be used this way to open up, but I've chosen, like so many other people who have done a project with this box, to have it front opening like so. What I did basically was painted inside and out of the box. I've applied design paper, distressed it, inked it to give it that age-old look. I've put this little bit here on the front which is all about sewing, hence the buttons and the dress form here. The buttons were made from these little rings, and all I've done then is used a paper punch to make the button, and they've just slotted on the three sizes of the rings, which also came as part of the DT package. On the back I've put one of the Fernli Design sewing machines. I've long admired the intricacy of this sewing machine. I just think it lends itself to my box very, very well, as I've tried to adopt a sewing theme to all intents and purposes. It is for storage, and I think you'll agree it works quite nicely. What I asked Gary to do, my film crew in another life, was put on this little bit of doweling at the back, because I wanted to use the Fernli spools, which I've done. I've left them plain because all they're going to hold basically are ribbons, and you'll see that they'll hold very thick ribbon, the finer of the ribbons. The only thing is you couldn't put on too much. This is about the thickness, maybe about a metre of ribbon. Anything more than that and it's going to push the front of the box away from the back basically. So if you want it closed, then you would actually need not to overfill the spools too much. There is room in there to put in packets of needles, to put in anything of a smaller sewing themed nature, like scissors, the little embroidery scissors, something like that. It would all fit in the bottom quite tidily. You can see it's quite a spacious box. It lends itself to having quite a few pieces to look after for you. I've got in here about 10 meters of ribbon altogether, which I find to be more than enough for this kind of caddy. Like I say, you could put in measuring tapes, anything that you wanted to, just to keep the sewing theme going. Once I'd put on all my embellishments, including this little bit of ribbon which I've twisted and just prettied up with a tiny little flower there, I just glossed it over with a very light coat of varnish, or I can't remember what I used now. It wasn't Mod Podge, but just a glossy, glittery, not glittery, a glossy finish, and that in turn has secured the paper buttons onto these little circles here. It's given an overall luster to the box and just kept everything where I want it to be and looking nice. So I hope you find this inspiring. Do go over to Fernli Designs. They have some absolutely beautiful things there. The site is constantly loading new items, new storage items, paper trays, ink storage, whatever you care to mention. And the prices truly are unbeatable. You can also find a blog for Fernli Designs. Once you've actually checked out the Facebook page, there's a link there. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get that onto this video, and you will see the many uses that the Fernli Design products are put to. So thank you very much for sharing this with me today. I hope it inspires you. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've done with the bread box. Thank you very much for your time. Happy crafting. Take care everyone. Bye bye.